Hello, my name is Pete Mercer. I am a retired fighter I've been coaching for quite a few years now. And now that I don't compete, my passion is coaching. So I've moved to Borden a couple of years ago, and this gym has now been open a year. This is my gym, Mercer's gym, and this is what I do. I've opened a gym, it's a full-time thing, and I'm new to Borden, and it's my new hometown, and I've opened my gym in Borden. So throughout the week, there's lots of different sessions. We accommodate for boxing, K1, which is like a form of stand-up fighting with kicks and knees, like kickboxing, Thai boxing, MMA. They're the main focuses, but we do have the fitness sessions as well. Kids sessions as well, the boxing and the kickboxing, which is really rewarding. The boxing and the K1, I want to put out a really good fight team. I did well in the fight world, and I want to better that with my guys that I'm bringing through. Ultimately, I also want to bring people in that do not want to compete. The bodies are made for moving, and I think it's great that people train. You don't have to go and do some competitive combat fights, but I do feel that the training is incredible. So I meet people that tell me that they overcome anxiety or they find a gym intimidating. I've been around it all of my life, so now that I'm opening a gym and getting to know people, I get it. I see it more with the teenagers that turn up. They turn up and they will see loud punches on a bag and bigger teenagers or men in here, and I understand. But and boxing, if you are gonna go and compete, it's a physical. You're competing with someone. But you don't have to compete to do that, and there's no contact the fighters will make contact and spar. Everyone else is doing the training, and it's hitting pads, hitting the bag. But I think people will be pleasantly surprised that when they come in, that everyone's really nice and welcoming. So I'm the new guy in Borden, and I've opened a gym in Borden as a new guy, so I wasn't quite sure how I'd be received. It's been received really well. I've met tons of new people. These gyms, that's what they offer. They just pull people in. They're all on the same journey. They're all for the same reasons. They're in for wanting to become a better fighter, or wanting to get their kid a bit more confidence because their kid's being bullied. Or you might have a parent bringing a kid in because he's a bit too boisterous, and it pulls him down a peg. It kills his energy off and humbles him out. Yet women wanting to come in just to gain some confidence, guys who want to lose. There's a mixture of people, they're all on the same journey. So everyone I've met so far in Borden, it's been really, really well received. So I've been wanting to open my own gym for a long time, and since I've opened Mercer's gym, I know full well from having been in gyms for many years that a gym, it's a shell with bags in, but there's so much more to it than just training fighters. So for argument's sake, the teens, I think having teens in at that really important age, it's really good to get them hooked in now. They don't have to compete and do the high impact sparring, but it's great to get their attention. It's great to get them tuned in, the discipline and the respect they're inspired by the more men that come in. They see that and they see how they carry themselves. They understand that the work required to get a tiny bit better, it's big. But what young man doesn't have all that energy, and let's face it, young men have got a lot of energy and they need some direction. So although this is a gym and it's a fight gym and I put fighters out, there's so much more to it than just a fight team, so much more. I think every community in the world could do with a boxing gym, and I think I massively support getting the teens in and getting them on the straight and narrow as far as training, getting their mind good. This training is therapy to a lot of people, and it does sort people out. So this place has the potential to move outside and put some strength and conditioning parts outside, and there's more plans to reach into the schools, offer them services. I also do things with alternative provision schools, which is something I'm passionate about. Like, these are kids that have been kicked out of mainstream school. So I do disadvantaged, or that they don't comply with the rules too well and they've been booted out.
Okay.
So how that works is I travel up to these 2 schools up in Woking. I've been doing that for about 7 years, but I just keep it going because I like it. And these are the lads, girls, for various reasons have been kicked out of school, and I'll go and see them and I'll have 3 hours with them on a Friday. It can vary from a bunch of 6 to a bunch of 10, and I go through all of them in 3 hours, an hour at a time. So the alternative provision schools I find rewarding because these young lads, they are boisterous, and they feel a need to prove they're tough by shouting, making loud, being aggressive. But then they get to meet me and they will train together. They know that I'm capable of doing the whole competitive fighting thing, but they also see that I don't carry myself that way. You don't have to carry yourself that way. You don't need to be loud, brash. There's better ways. Yeah, so I've earned their respect with the physical side, and now I get their attention, and hopefully they see the way I carry myself with them, and that's a positive, it rubs off positively. I saw through lockdown people were training, so I was reaching out to them. Look, can I come and join you? There wasn't much around here. And I know the guys who are active fighters here, so I was like, well, where do we train? Well, there's nothing here. So I quickly changed my business plan to Borden, and I thought, like I said, take that gamble, being a new guy in a new town, but I did notice there's nothing in Borden. So here I am, and the plan is this is my new hometown, put my flag down, and this is where I'm going to grow the gym. So if you're to come here for the first time, this gym, I hope, is inclusive for everybody. There's something for everyone. You've got the adults boxing, you've got the teens boxing, the ladies. There's so many, there should be something there to cater for all genders and ages. The first session is free. There's no memberships. It's all on a pay-as-you-go basis or a sessions card. But like I said, the first session's free, so please feel free to come on down.